For my beloved wench, in strife for garland courtesy, favoring my indulging verse that makes your mackerel eyes so juicy. Oh dear one, day if you knew, that I possess sincere wishing that our wedding will come true, with our voyage a horse, a gilded chariot, in murky sky above unleashing. My dear sir and dames, all lovers of poetic incantations, as moon in murky firmament unveils, in star-like vellum celebrating the creation of poem of forbidden lore, in which a maiden with enchanting grace was destined to hoot like one dead owl, who in the heralding dawn unable to secure her place. In world where lives prevail and people born with the innately coma, where maidens in pangs no longer life travel, preferring fuck in bubble gums with putrefying corpse in coma, where money riding on the brindle stallion and vehemently spurring budget to its ultimate collapse by exhumating stomach from staple food and gulfing meal stumps which even glutton lacks, where love being proclaimed as pandemic of anthraxes, a pestilence which should be doomed with no remorse, and psychiatrists prescribing endorphin devoured by the taxes to cure your pang and heal your loving sores, with zillions of dollars being spent to fight the nation in 100 places all around the globe. The people looking for affection who cling on SMS instead of sending postal dough. What can I say to mortal corpses? How shall I invoke forbidden flame from their feculent souls, with eyes that see their shame but void of tears for tribulation? But let me try, believe it's less sick that is lost. The man that never cried will give for tears whatever cost. His sweetheart ill the buck will host. Please help me, my beloved friends, to publish this enchanting verse. I want that book of Violente de la Reine, with arrows your sweetest, your sweetheart heart, your sweetest heart traverse. I want to have a good publishing house with gorgeous cover it deserves, with dedication to my beloved spouse and vellum which eternity preserves. I want this book be read on the vacations, on honeymoons instead of watching zombie box, with horrible scenes of corpse intercopulations, the mocking of love, a monument to cocks. I'm more than sure that my rhyme will thrive, unveiling sacred feelings in the lovers, and platitude in agonizing crushing will forever die, releasing gratitude to God for soul in heaven hovers. And when procuring from that bunker sarcophagus, it's hidden in Fort Knox Podrilion, my love as an enchanting asparagus, in all her might on our progeny and throne. And on the scarlet stallion we will begin our conquista, on mountain summits where snow is adorned, and Nevius and the surpassing vista will shred from ice suffocating in its blunderness and heightness fold. Please help us, make our dream come true. Donate as much as you can, and what your heart obliges you to. By doing it promptly, you receive a graceful continuation of my verse, and graft it in your soul enamel, elevating your burdened and sinful purse. Just take it out, don't afraid. What is the money, piece of paper? Do you afraid that Federal Reserve will add another null, indebting me as your pocket raper? You will receive on vellum skin, and grafted by the swan for second quill, romantic development of the plot, which strengthened towards your spouse romantic will. A line to a passage, what you have to lose. My buying needs financing. Your fines just needs my book. The end.
Dedicated to my beloved fiancée,
Irene.
For my beloved wench, in strive for gallant curtsy, favouring my indulging verse that makes your mackerel eyes so juicy. Oh dear
Irene.
If you knew that I possess sincere wishing that our wedding will come true, with our voyage a horse, a gilded chariot in sky above unleashing. Epiphany. In the rocky mountains of Anjou, there is a lonely castle stands embellished with royal banners. In it a lonely maiden is secured. Is this a déjà vu? Daughter of illustrious and noble father. Why seclude such sweet and fragrant rose? Why conceal her from the eyes of frantic nation? What a malady can allege the cause to the royal gal, tremendous tribulation? We will skip this explanation for a better times. Now I will deal with something even more profound. How her beloved cure a horse, a stallion rides, and the horse is snorting with a whistling sound. On the errands of universal gravity, does he jade with important parcel from the king, and a fatal sign he finally gave, the trespasser will be put to death. But our valiant cavalier breathes deeply Hyaline air of the Nevius cliff, spurs his stallion on brindle croup, sipping, and on the lofty walls reclines. There he sees her on the day couch with fair tresses embellished by daisy flowers. He is gazing with the glance that crouch on the charming bosom with a little freckle endowed. How softly is this bosom rises and deflating. Probably this maiden has an elf who in her lungs does hydrogen inflating. Then, recalling his nature philosophy classes, our hero's pineal gland start vibrating with a gentle phases, for his intuition allowed him to comprehend how the maiden was made from the man's ribs bone, and was called therefore a maiden. How husband on her spawn will there forever throne, and his seed in her prolific womb will be forever laden. And from this seed a sprout will shot his mighty branches on this mortal earth, some destined to swanky palaces gilded with emeralds and goblets full of wine, and others thrown to the miasmal swamps with clay-composed hearths, were only left to pray to God for mercy in skinty rural shrine. And from the palace a horse, a brindle stallion in gorgeous tire, a rider will appear. His name is General of Hot Desire, and his consister he begin. And after a period of gestation, thine urethra silo will shot to stars a lofty fruit, from azure blood away from indignation, will royal prince the Naples dynasty enroot. So thought he when, after her crimson cheeks began to render scarlet colours, when suddenly a gorgeous peacock unveiled his enchanting chorus. With sudden scream did she awake, when peacock, confronted by his gaudy spouse, behooded like a robin bird, ensnared by the anaconda heinous maw. Then she awake from her indulging slumber, and with the eyes still unreopened wide, exciting by olfactory sense of roses wonder, she plucked one to smell her sight. Then from a deep prostration, scream resounded in her eardrum, a scream of greeting and affection, as sun greets moon when she towards a tranquil sea does run. And with the gentle posture from her daybed did her vertebrae she arise, and yellow rose with gallant gesture to the valorous knight she gently passed. Oh nay, not yellow but a red, I want to have as a reward for my anticipation, a stalwart dolphin calmly said, opening his chap with ivory incisors lacking for affection. Iolantha with gusty gesture of her palm, hiding her utmost wild perplexion, handed him another fairy flower, with the mind full of flame and obfuscation. Oh nay, it's still the gilded one. Aren't thine pupils can distinguish? 3 colours does the nature hold in her corset, to put them forth as blizzard withers, and Helios on flaming chariot beginning his onset, to force the night diminish, when spring will come, she always taking out her bridal garments. She got 3 husbands. One is a young vernal equinox, for him she does embellish bridal bed with emerald flowers, mourning his fall in battle with sun above, washing his monument with waves of thaw showers. The other, solstice, she in the scarlet parchment, with the wreath she crone his cranium and adore his clasped palms that hold her waists, when in midsummer's day they through the stake uproar. The naive virgin then replied, and her tongue echoed through her palate, the difference between the red and yellow, canst I distinguish, could art interpret.
Обвяжем запястья нитью невидимой, полетят наши души хьяри-луна на нетрепетных крыльях стрибога вверх. Заплетала рано поутру косу, раскидала в поле россыпью зерна, вырастали во весь рост колосья, не найти среди них тебя. Не найти среди них тебя, не найти. Закрывала лицо белым пологом под венчальный да праздничный колокол, под чужой уговор. Будто бы на глаза пелена легла, а дорогу ко мне снегом замела. Зима, зима. суженым, до лесов заповедных, до сварожьих. Я хотел увести тебя, да не успел. Заплетала рано поутру косу, раскидала в поле россыпью зерна.